Hi Aquarius, welcome to your love reading for August 2019 and welcome back to my channel Lunasync Tarot. If you haven't already, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and click the bell for notifications. I do love readings for each sign for each month, and I do occasional pick a card readings, which are kind of fun, so check those out too. All right, so per usual, I've already shuffled your cards. We're doing the 4-card spread here, and then also I will pull clarifying cards throughout the reading so that we can dig a little bit deeper. So let's sync up. All right, in the position of you and what you're contributing to the love connection in August is the Knight of Wands. So hot out the gates. I'm going to show you all the cards first and then we'll talk about them. In the position of the other, who you're connecting with in August is the 5 of Cups reversed. In the position of combined energies is Judgment. And then in the position of the outcome, or what needs to be understood and integrated, is the 8 of Cups. All right, so the Knight of Wands in the position of you and what you're contributing to the love relationship speaks to having very high energy, feeling very, I hope these mics are okay and not bumping all over everything. Having very high energy, having a lot of enthusiasm and motivation around this connection, around this what you perceive to be an opportunity with your love connection in August. And so keep in mind that the Knight of Wands is all about action, like taking action around this new opportunity, this perceived opportunity that you feel pretty passionate about, you feel pretty positive about, enthusiastic about, again, very high energy and action oriented. So you're wanting to take a step forward. You're wanting to make some things happen with this love connection. And you have the energy and motivation to do so. All right, and then in the position of the other is the 5 of Cups reversed. This is somebody who went through some emotional loss, some grief, some emotional disappointment, and they have come out on the other side or are coming out on the other side. They're accepting this thing that they experienced this difficult emotion around. They're finally at a point where they're beginning to accept it or have accepted it, and they are moving forward. There's a new path forward out of this emotional disappointment, loss, grief. So you're connecting with somebody who's been through some stuff, been through some emotional hardship, and they're on a new path forward, coming out of that period of grief. And then in the position of the combined energies is Judgment. So this is a second chance. Maybe something transpired between the two of you that had your partner feeling a lot of feeling very emotional. Maybe it didn't happen between the two of you. Maybe your partner is going through an emotional hardship that had nothing to do with your love connection. But this card in the position of the combined energies suggests that there is an opportunity for a second chance between the two of you. There's a spiritual resurrection. This is about spiritual awakening or rebirth. So there's an opportunity for you or your partner, or the two of you together most likely, since this is in the position of combined energies, to have like a new understanding about something that maybe served as an obstacle between you in the past. And then in the position of the outcome, or what needs to be understood and integrated, is the 8 of Cups. Again, this speaks to turning your back on the past and forging a new path forward. The cups represent achievement. They represent something that this person in the card, I don't know, it could be you, it could be your partner, it could be the both of you, it could be your relationship, something that you've worked really hard at, you know, that almost shaped your identity, that really was foundational to you in some way, and sort of walking away from that and forging a new identity, forging a new path forward into the unknown, really. And this card does speak to having courage to do that, because it does take courage to leave behind something that you've worked really hard for or hard on. And that is exactly what this person is doing here. So when I pull back and take a look at these cards together, what I see is that you are feeling very motivated, very enthusiastic, and very excited about this love connection, and you want to take action around it, right? You may have to practice some sensitivity to the fact that your partner is coming out of a period of emotional hardship, having experienced some really difficult emotions. And they are just now pulling out of that and accepting that and practicing acceptance around, okay, this is what this is, and I accept it, and I'm going to move on. So you might have to practice some sensitivity to the state that your partner is in, because you're raring to go. Like, you want to take some action, you want to move this thing forward, but your partner is in a somewhat sensitive and vulnerable position here, even though they are coming out of this emotional difficulty. They aren't, definitely not in this energy here, which is like, let's do this, right? So you might have to practice some patience and some temperance. But I do see a second chance coming for you. I do see an awakening. I do see a rebirth of this connection for you and your partner. This is in the position of combined energies, judgment. There seems to be something, though, that you're going to have to, something foundational, something crucial or critical, something that you've spent a lot of time on, either you or your partner, that you will have to walk away from. It could be like a walking away from an identity. You have an opportunity to form a new identity. Let's pull some clarifying cards for you. Let's work with the Tarot of Sexual Magic and see how your partner feels about you and your connection, your chemistry. How do they feel about you? Here we go. Ooh, it's the Two of Cups. They're into you, for sure. The Two of Cups is about union. It's about lovers coming together and witnessing one another and having that divine connection. So they definitely recognize that you are their match. This is the Twin Flame card as well. That's positive, right? Knight of Wands. How do you feel about your love interest? What do you think about this love connection? How do you feel about it? What does it mean to you? How do you feel about them? Aquarius. Ooh, okay. Three of Wands. I like this card a lot. They're mimicking one another. Look at that. Look at how his hands are in her hair and her hands are in his hair. They're like mimicking postures. This has to do with witnessing as well, and like really getting one another. The Three of Wands is typically about collaboration. So you, again, this is the Suit of Wands. You pulled the Knight of Wands for you and what you're contributing. So there's a lot of fire here. There's a lot of passion. You want to collaborate with this person. You see a lot of potential here. Yum. Okay, I want some clarity around the Eight of Cups. Who is walking away? Who is walking away and forming a new identity? What is this new path forward for you and your love connection? What are the qualities of this new path forward? I'm working with the Osho Zen Tarot deck here. Ooh, okay, interesting. We pulled the Aloneness card to clarify the Eight of Cups. Can you see that? So in the Eight of Cups, we see one person with their back turned. In this card, we see one person with their back turned. Traditionally, this is the Hermit card. Somebody's going to be walking away from something. I don't know if they're walking away from the love connection. I don't know if they're walking away from like a job, something that they've emotionally invested in for quite some time. They are walking away from. Maybe it's a past relationship. Maybe it's a current relationship that they may be in that they need to walk away from. But somebody is walking away, and there will need to be a period of aloneness, a period of solitude that will surround this walking away. That's interesting. All right, let's pull a card about the Five of Cups reversed. I get the sense that it's your love connection that's walking away from something, because they have the Five of Cups in the position of them, And then the Eight of Cups, again, is walking away, forging a new path in the outcome, what needs to be understood and integrated. And those, obviously, those two suits are the same, the cups. So I get the sense that it's your partner, your love interest, that is really doing this work, this walking away work. What is it about? What are they leaving behind? Oh, it's about the past. It's a past situation. I mean, I think that seems kind of obvious, but when this card shows up, it speaks to a karmic situation that they have to wrap up, right? It's a karmic past life situation. And so they could be actually leaving another relationship or letting go of a relationship in the past that they've experienced a lot of grief around. Okay, let us pull a medicine card for this reading. This will be like an organizing principle. This will be an approach. And what I really want to define is an approach for you moving forward through August in this love connection, because it looks like your partner, your love interest, your love connection is dealing with some heavy stuff. And at the same time, you're feeling very passionate and motivated and energetic and fiery and like willing to move forward and wanting to take action. So there seems to be a dissonance between those two energies, and I want to offer you some advice on moving forward with your love connection in August because of that dissonance. So these are the medicine cards by Sams and Carson. Let's pull one as an approach or some advice for you navigating some of this energy with your love connection. Well, the snake popped up, but then it flipped back over. The snake is about, my hands are just clunky today, I apologize. The snake is about transmutation, transmuting difficult experiences into awakenings, into wisdom. But we want some advice for Aquarius as they move through August with their love connection. Let's pull one card. Part of the reason these cards are difficult to shuffle like this is because my hands are small and the cards are long. There we go. We got two cards here. And they're both in the reversed. We have butterfly reversed and we have crow reversed. So let's read both of them. We'll read butterfly first. Transformation. I'm going to hold this up. I'm going to hold it upright. Just know that it came out in the reverse, and that's the description that we're reading here. If you've drawn butterfly reversed, your lesson is a simple one. There's a need for change in your life that you're not recognizing. This could be a possible need for freedom, for a vacation, or for a new job. You may believe that change is too difficult, and you may rule it out or to preserve the comfort of old habits. But in ruling out any possibility of change, you are saying that the courage of butterfly has been lost. Why does butterfly represent courage? Because there is a totally different world outside the cocoon where the known realities of the chrysalis are no longer applicable. This new world demands that you use your newfound wings and fly. All right, so the things that stood out to me here are a need for change and acceptance that change is coming. Also, it spoke to the change being possibly a new job. The wand suit is all about job, entrepreneurial endeavors like work projects. Usually pentacles are the suit of work, but this can be like a new entrepreneurial effort as well. And then butterfly is also about accepting the fact that transformation is on the horizon and taking action, right? So spread your wings and fly. And the Knight of Wands is also about taking action. Can't help but take action. Okay. So then let's read about Crow reverse, which is 24. Crow is about magic and law. So I'm going to hold this upright. Just know that it came out in the reverse, and that's the description that I'm reading today. Crow. Refusing to honor the shifts in your reality can cause emotional pain. So again, speaking to transformation, again, speaking to shifts in your reality. An implosion of energy is apparent when rebellion surfaces. Contrary Crow speaks of broken law. I think they're speaking about natural law. The law of expansion is broken by suppression. This may apply to a situation, an old habit, a person you have given your authority to, or your own fears. It is always your own creation, so call on Crow and shift that creation to your new reality. Yep. Okay, so those two cards, the Butterfly and Crow, were pulled to offer you some advice about your approach moving through August with your love connection. And the advice is that there is transformation happening in your life. Practice awareness around that transformation, and be wary of suppressing your awareness out of fear, because what you want to do right now is take action and expand. And when you suppress your feelings out of fear, that obviously is repression, and there will be no expansion. So you have this energy of wanting to move forward and take action. And I do get the sense that you need to look a little bit more closely at the change that's occurring in August for you in this love connection. Look a little bit more closely. The Knight of Wands can sometimes be impulsive and impatient. So I would take some time to make sure that you're seeing things as they really are, and that you're really well connected with how you feel about what's happening. So connected with what is actually happening, and connected with how you feel about it. And use those two things to really inform your behavior and inform your movement forward. All right, Aquarius, that was your love reading for August 2019. If you like the reading, hit the like button. Also subscribe to my channel, click the bell for notifications, and you can follow me on Instagram at LunaSync. If this reading resonated with you, please leave a comment below. I love to hear how the readings resonate with you, and I love chatting with you. So I hope you have a beautiful August. Take good care.